I'm in Vancouver. This is Izora Woods, and I'm in a place just to the northeast of the city, a new development area. And I've just walked into a little tiny bit of bush here behind the little local community center. And I just wanted to take a look, and I'm not as familiar with these trees to know which ones are, if they're dead or if they're just perennial. In any case, I'm just going to show you what I'm seeing here in this very, very small spot, and I'm going to look at about maybe it looked like maybe a city block, okay? Maybe two sides of the street. We'll see. Okay, so the first thing I just want to show you is I'm kind of looking now over a culvert, and right here in front of me, you can see the top of a tree hanging over, and this long one here, his top is dead. He's kind of just leaning over there. It's hard for me to get too close. The tree I'm standing beside is completely dead. There's no evidence of any leaves or small branches or growth. I shouldn't say that. There's a tiny, 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 tiny little crown up there. Tiny, and you can see that busted branch next to the top. And it just simply looks dry, very much like the way my trees at home are dying. Right, that's two right where I'm standing. And then here's another one right here. Okay. Right here, and it's big. It's about a good, 4-foot chunk. He's leaning in this tree here. And then you can see here, broken and hanging over here into this tree. And of course this stresses the tree they're hanging on as well. Here's another one in the culvert, fallen in, and another. I haven't moved yet. I'm just doing a 360 from a stationary place. So it isn't normal, right? I mean, oh here, look at this right in front of me here too, behind this one. Look at that. Oh my God, the poor things. Look at it. And a little bit of leftover, moss up on the top, and evidence of tiny, tiny bit of leaves from the summer. I've moved about, 20 feet. I was standing right there in front of that tree with the fork. I'm now here. I just want to show you here all these larger fallen branches. And again, they're not twigs and that, they're fallen. And some smaller trees here that are dead. This one right in front of me, this tall, skinny one, he's dead. I'm not sure that you're going to be able to see that, but he's dead. If I sound a bit flat, it's because I'm not really wanting to be doing this, but I thought, while I'm here, I need to at least take one look and provide some more evidence. And here's a dead one right here. There we go. And you can see there's a branch there hanging, big, big branch, fallen and broken. And yeah, these are all normal occurrences, I agree, but not every tree. A certain amount of deadfall is healthy for the forest. Okay. Back here again, here's the tops of more trees again, just like my other videos about the forest die-off. It's tree tops you're seeing here. You're not seeing twigs and little tiny shoots of new trees. A lot of this, most of what I'm showing you right here in this one is the tops of trees. And look at this tree here. You see, this is what we're seeing here. You go up to the top here, this tree, the big branches are all dead. There's some little tiny shoots. There's some little evidence of survival. but they're not off any main branches. All the big main branches are dead. So it's in its last throes. So it still could possibly provide shade next summer, which gives you a whole nother season of being able to ignore it. And this is why I'm filming it. It's the only reason. We have to see it so we can try and think of how to stop it. He's huge. I mean, look at the size of this. It's ginormous. It's many, 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 many shoots. But up there, all the big branches are dead. They're all dead. Look at this big one. I don't know, his trunk is big. I wouldn't be able to wrap my arms around it. Hey, look at that. Not a single branch of any significance left, and the trunk is virtually dead. But you notice the top of the trees, they all still point to heaven, having faith that all will be well. That's why they keep putting out leaves to the very last day. And buy a little few spruce here, 4 or 5 spruce trees, and you know, I mean, they're here and they're green, but look at how sparse that is. You know, these BC forests should be dark, very, very dark, and very, very moist. Look at, you can see through it. There's no real dense place in all the tops of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees that, you know, their bottom trunks here have got to be good 8, 10, 12. I mean, that's as wide as my SUV. Look. It's massive. And it's got a lot of empty spaces in it. See how the forest is now? You can see through it. Dead. Fallen over. Not a big tree, a fairly young tree. I'm not even sure what kind, but it's just fallen over dead. And again, look, there's no big branches. No big branches. They're all little on these trees that lose their leaves every year. Can't think of the damn name of them. But there's no big branches. And the ones that you can see have nothing. They're mostly dead. I'm sorry to have to say it. There's another one right in there. Dead tree. His top's just gone. There he is. Here, see? Treetops. I haven't moved from the last. It's everywhere. But there's still, the spruce trees are still fairly green. They're just, like I say, starting just to look a bit sparse. And some of them are starting to look a bit faded. But I haven't, in this area anyways, seen a dead spruce. But I would say they're not. There's another dead tree right here. And again, I mean, I'm talking about a city block, for God's sakes. I'm not talking about a damn hike.